best thing on her. I don't know why you can put me down. Shit, I am the shit.
This ain't no regular thing. Came for the ring, you know what I mean. I shoot my shot and it's clean. This for my city, yeah, this for my team. If you talking, it's how to be nice. I play with all of my life. You see my name in the lights. Better get right, champion. The game is in trouble, I've been in my depth for the piece of the puzzle, I got it for real. Still keep me going, I wake up and hustle, you won't see me buckle, I've been in the field. Man of the town, you been in your fields, I'm adjusting this crown. Call me your majesty, either that or your tragedy. We shutting everything down. I've been high like somebody put a candle on them. Off top, I don't really stand opponents, this mine. The moment is run out and start a bunch of pandemonium. More game, I got some, the skill is by one, y'all done, the game in the coffin. Referee screen, rest in peace, and think twice if you next to me. It's West. This ain't no regular thing. I came for the ring, you know what I mean. I shoot my shot and it's clean. This for my city, yeah, this for my team. If you talking, it's hard to be nice. I play with all of my life. You see my name in the lights. Better get right, champion. It's our repetition, I'm stacking these trophies. I'm good with addition, I spit like a pastor, I give you the vision. Up early morning, enough of the sleeping. My life is a dream, but you wishing you lived it. Haters get livid, my pocket's Pacific, that's deep if you get it. So therapeutic, I sleep on the critics. Don't feel like competing, I'm hearing these tickets. Whoa, let me switch the flow, a new bounce. Coming to the den with a lion, I'm gon' pounce. Know I've been a king for a while, got a ring and a crown. That's the bling with the blow, what the team is about. Champions, you can tell by the ambience of this sound. Referee screen, rest in peace, and think twice if you never see me, just no doubt. This ain't no regular thing, I came for the ring, you know what I mean. If you talking, it's hard to be nice. I play with all of my life. You see my name in the lights, better get right. This ain't no regular thing, I came for the ring, you know what I mean. I shoot my shot and it's clean. This for my city, yeah, this for my team. If you talking, it's hard to be nice. I play with all of my life. You see my name in the lights. Better get right, champion.
Yeah. Ladies and gentlemen, you tuned in to the one and only Big Hank Sports Review. Yeah. Basketball, football, breaking it down for you. Yeah. Now vibe with me. Like, comment, subscribe, oh yeah. Kick back, enjoy the ride. Basketball, football, talking that truth. Sports review with Hank bringing the proof. Big Hank Sports. Like, comment, subscribe, say wow. Kick back, enjoy the ride. Basketball, football, talking that truth. Sports review with Hank bringing the proof. Step on the court, feel the sneaker squeak. Hank call a play like a coach unique. Fast break vision, highlight reel. He breaking down the stats with that southern feel. On the field, end zone, crowd gon' roar. Touchdown energy, we want more. So if you want the game from a real point of view, better show love, like, comment, subscribe to. Like, comment, subscribe, say what. Big Hank, keep the game alive. Basketball, football, talking that truth. Sports review with Hank bringing the proof. Big Hank Sports Review. NBA nights, NFL days. Hank break it down in so many ways. From the block to the pocket, the hustle, the grind. Every story hit different when Hank defines. Laughs in the flow, but the game stay tight. He shine the spotlight where it feel just right. Sports and the culture, it's more than a vibe. It's the truth and the groove. Come on, subscribe. Now don't wait, don't hesitate. Click that button, elevate. Join the tribe, be part of the crew. Sports review with Hank coming straight to you. Like, comment, subscribe. Yeah, keep the channel alive. Basketball, football, talking that truth. Sports review with Hank bringing the proof. Hank Sports Review. Review. Yeah.
Good Monday, guys. Good Monday. Good Monday. We back in the basement. Maybe scoot over a little bit just so I can get centered. Back in the basement again, man. We here talking about what's going on in sports. And guys, with that being said, we have a lot going on. Truth be told, I ain't gonna front. We got a lot going on. As y'all see on the thumbnail, the men's Final Four set. Let me and then we're trying to get this thing together. We got the Final Four set. As y'all can see, as of yesterday, Sunday afternoon, we got the results of the Final Four. And of course, the final game was probably the most exciting game. Let's be honest. Sunday night's game between UConn, number 2 seed, Duke, number 1 seed, was the closest game. That was the closest game we had. The other game was a little lopsided. Let's be honest. Let's be honest. The other games was pretty much out of hand. And the way that the Duke game started off in that first half, it was getting there too. Right? It was getting there too. I mean, it was getting bad. It really was, man. It was rough. But nonetheless, we definitely gonna make sure we talk about that. We definitely gonna talk about it because there was some things in that game I just couldn't believe. Things I seen and decisions that was made. Didn't expect. Guys, with that said, we also got the ladies trying to establish their Final Four, right? You know, we have 2 games tonight. What's going on, Truck? You have currently right now 2 teams that are in the Final Four for the ladies. And that is the UCLA Bruins, who's been, good all season. That's no thing. The defending champs, the UConn Huskies. So you have UConn, who beat Notre Dame to advance to the Final Four. And we had the UCLA Bruins beating Duke to advance to the Final Four. You got 2 more games tonight. Currently, 1 game playing right now is the number 1 seed Michigan playing against the number 1 seed Texas playing against the number 2 seed Michigan. I was thinking about the boys, wasn't I? And you have the number 1 seed South Carolina playing TCU. Right now, Texas is up on Michigan, 6-2. You have South Carolina playing TCU next, following the game. In my opinion, I still like South Carolina. I do know that UConn is the defending champs. And they're going to be a hard out regardless. You know what I'm saying? You're gonna have your hand full when you play them ladies. But Texas don't push over. And neither is UCLA. Neither is UCLA. So you're going to get a good game regardless. That's the only thing about the girls. Don't a lot of upsets be happening. When you number 1 seed, you more likely going to make it to the Final Four. Don't a lot of upsets be happening in the girls' game. Now, the boys' game, You could get upset too here and there. That's just the way it is. But with the ladies, you ain't just coming out of nowhere and just beating certain teams. Nah, we not doing this. My man Trucker said, man, look here, I called 3 teams in the Final Four. He said UConn, Illinois, and Michigan. 3 out of 4 ain't bad. I know that's right. I got 2 out of the 4. I got the Arizona, I got the Michigan. And I got Arizona winning it all. I had Duke, another one of my teams in the Final Four. They let me down. But it's a different question. What's going on, brother E-Dub? Joe, you need to. I already knew that. Look, Dan Hurley, he already won 2 titles. We know about that, brother. I think everybody knows. But I feel you what you're saying. I just wouldn't like the way they was playing towards the end of the season. They didn't look like they was all the way together. So I had them losing to Duke in the Elite 8. That's why I had them losing that. Like I said, I don't know. I just didn't like the way they was playing. When I watched that game against Marquette and how they lost in the Big East tournament, I just wasn't. I just was down on UConn. I ain't gonna front, but I still know they was good. At least I know they was good enough to make it to Elite 8. That was not a problem. I thought Duke was gonna be the team to beat them. Now I know Duke had a few injuries, but the point guard did come back, so that kind of helped them. But surprised by that game, right? Very surprised by that game and how things had turned out, especially with Duke game. And the reason I say you was up 19. You was up 19. You was pretty much running away with it. Couldn't miss anything. Huh? You was hitting everything. But somehow, some way, wipe the screen off because the screen must be, my video feed is not good for us. And it's definitely not good for me. Be seeing it like this. Let me give a quick wipe of the camera. Should be good. Should be good. But I don't know, man. There's a lot going on in that game that wasn't, that just didn't sit well, especially if I was a Duke fan. Second year in a row, you found a way to collapse. Second year in a row, you found a way to collapse. Make it to the Elite 8, somehow you lose. And it wasn't just like it was. I mean, just blowing leads. Last year, you blew one by 15. This year is by 19. You got to know how to finish. 2 years in a row, let me say this. It's not the Duke way. You up that by that big of a margin and you don't win, man. That's telling. Now, what's going to become Duke? I don't know. Because they're going to lose a few players. Going pro, going to NBA. Maybe even the transfer portal. So now you got to restructure your team all again, like most people do. But what you can't do is keep having like the number 1 class and not make it to win a title. John Snyder's been there for what, 5 years now, I think. I think this was his 5th season. If I can, let me double check. John Snyder's years at Duke. John Snyder's years as Duke's head coach. All right. So he's 38 years old. So he was assistant coach and assistant from 2004 to 2007, 2018. I'm sorry, 2014 to 2018. 18 since that. Presley, 22 is when he became the head coach of Duke. So it's 4 years. 4 seasons. He's been the coach, head coach. This is his 4th season. Matter of fact, it was an ACC Coach of the Year this year. But the thing about it is, you can't keep getting in that number 1 class, and it's going to sit well. What's going on, Rooster? Somebody saying that boozers are overrated. Just like Daddy was. God damn. Yeah, I can't say that. I can't. Look, let me say that the older brother's not. The bigger one. I don't know if the bigger one was the younger one. I don't remember. They twins. I don't think the bigger one was overrated. Now the younger one, yeah. The smaller one is a coattail rider because he rode his way to Duke just like, he probably should. Take care of your brother. They twins. They're supposed to take care of your brother. I'm all for nepotism. So overrated? Nah, I can't say the bigger one's. The big one's tough. He's tough, man. I can't say he is. Now, the smaller one, well, he might be overrated. The big one, no, that dude's legit. That dude's legit. I can't sit there and say he's overrated. Then he said like his dad. His daddy was good in college. Now NBA, well, that's a different story. I remember when he was with the Bulls, and when I watched him at Cleveland. Now, he was just a role player. He's look. Their father wasn't no superstar in the NBA. I ain't gonna sit there. Now in college he was. Help them win a title. Him and Jason Williams. Him and Jason Williams is the reason why they won that title. So, he was a good college player. Well, as far as college, no, he wasn't overrated. Now, when he got the NBA, yeah. because he never really lived up what he did in college. And what most players don't, do they? Let's be real. Most players don't live up to their what they did, in college. They don't. You go to NBA, you think you, or at least in your own mind, you think you're gonna be this and that. You end up being a good role player, but you end up getting a good solid 10 years out of the deal. That's not a bad outing. Truck, I agree. He was solid. He was good, like I said, a good role play. He played his role in the NBA. You know what I'm saying? He's not no max player. He wasn't nothing like that, but he was a good player. And I think the bigger boozer is going to be the same thing probably what his dad was. You know what I'm saying? He's not going to be more likely to be a max player, but he's going to be a good role player. He's going to know his role. He's going to play. He's going to fit in and do what he got to do the last 10 plus years and go from there. The son, well, he's going to probably struggle to remain on the NBA roster. It's going to be like Steph Curry. Steph Curry's the better one, even though it is what it is. He's going to be the better brother. Steph Curry's going to struggle to remain on the roster every year. It's going to be like one of those type of situations. Now, I'm not saying the bigger bruiser's not going to be like NBA superstar like Steph Curry is. No, he's not going to be that, but he's going to be the better brother. And he's always going to have a job on the roster. That's all I'm saying. While the smaller bruiser brother is more like Steph Curry. Whatever, goddamn it. You know what I mean. More likely he won't. He's going to be on the roster about 5 years, solid years, and then he's going to struggle after his rookie deal and just to stay on somebody's NBA roster. He said, even though I don't like Duke, I respect Cam Bruiser and his post-game presence. Post-game press conference with the black eye. No tears. Yeah. He handled it like a G, man. I mean, even though he made the goddamn mistake of turning the ball over, and even though he only had 10 seconds left in the game, you could have just held it. Because you got 10 seconds to get across half court, and you didn't have to get it across. You wasn't down, you was up. I'm just saying. It was a lot of mistakes in that game. I'm gonna say it again. When they went on that 10-point, when they went on that run in the second half, the team that was hitting first half shots, making the plays, doing what they need to do, the same team wasn't playing. I don't know what happened at halftime. I don't know. They got too cocky. They start smelling themselves. I don't know what happened at halftime. Take that speech at halftime and throw that motherfucker out the window. That's what you need to do because it wasn't working. It wasn't working at all. It was bad. I promise you, it was bad. Right? It didn't look good. Didn't look good at all. They came out, they went on that 7-0 run. No, they did not. Did not make no adjustment. What adjustments? They adjusted the jersey. That's about all they did was took the jersey and came out and just showed up, thinking they was gonna walk over. No. Look, UConn's got championship caliber blood in their veins, man. They know not to just lay down. They gonna fight back. You know they are. They got a coach that's not gonna just let them lay down. He's too far of a coach to sit there just watch you relax and be okay, grab ankles and accept whatever comes. Hell no. That's not what's happening there. Maybe at another program, he wasn't doing it there. He wasn't letting that happen. And they showed it too. They didn't give up. They fought to the end. And that's why they came out with the victory. Duke didn't fight. Duke accepted whatever came. They was the one grabbing it. Like you said, I don't like Duke. I can't stand Duke. I'm a Kentucky fan. We still hate Christian Lane now. That's crazy. That shit happening back in 92. And we still hate Lane. I'm just saying. I'm just saying. But as far as that game, man, it was bad. And like I said, every other game was terrible. I'm gonna read the score off, but it was bad. I mean, let's go and do it. Ain't no need to elongate it. Let's go. Arizona defeated number 2 seed Purdue 79-64. Illinois defeated Iowa 71-59. And this is the worst. Lord Jesus, this is the worst. Michigan defeated Tennessee 95-62. God damn. You talking about sending a message. That's what Michigan did, sent a message. Now, I'm not going to sit there and say Tennessee's a world beater. They not. But you in Elite Eight getting beat that bad by 33 points? Man, that's a college going against a goddamn high school, man. Man, come on, man. You got to have a sense of pride and then look like with no pride played in that goddamn game. They just glad to get up out of there. Shit. But that's what I'm saying. That's what the results was. So the only hope was the last game of the Elite Eight. And boy, that was a heck of a game. That was a heck of a game. And UConn played like they should have played. Trump said when Michigan beat Michigan State on senior night, I said that's the best team this year. Damn. They got to prove it, though. They call themselves the best Michigan team history. That's what they call themselves. You ain't gonna be able to say that until you beat what the 89 team did. They won the title. You can't make that statement. You still not better than the Fab Five, even though you made it to the Final Four. Because they made it to the Final Four, then they made it to a championship game, lost to North Carolina. So you can't say you that yet. You got to complete the mission. You can't call yourself the best team and you ain't complete the mission. You ain't got a title behind it. You can't call yourself that. That sound crazy. Call yourself the best, but you ain't won it yet. Now they got the opportunity. Let me say this. They got the opportunity. Can they complete the mission? Can they complete the mission? And that's the key. I think it's going to be a good game. He said, just this year, bro. I ain't say all that. I know that's right. Fuck, I know that's right, dog. He said, nah, I ain't going that far. Man. I ain't going that goddamn far. Yeah, they did what they did to do. They good. Okay. Arizona's still tough, though, man. And Arizona got the toughest road, really. Arizona got to play UConn. And Michigan plays a familiar foe in Illinois. So it should be very interesting. Said it went to the con last week. Yes, I went on Friday. I shot a little video. What video wasn't long? I probably could have did it longer. I need to start shooting a little longer video. But I want to make sure I stay focused. I think what I'm going to start doing next time, our next con, is go. Yeah, but see, I don't want to end up carrying all this shit while I'm trying to shoot a video. See, that's the crazy thing about it. You know what I think I'm gonna do? I need to get me some of them glasses. Y'all hit that goddamn like button. What's the goddamn button? Y'all hit that goddamn Cash App up there. Y'all see it up there, that QR code. Hit that cash. Hit the Cash App. Hit the super chat. I think I need to get them glasses. So then I could be hands-free, shoot the video while doing it. Now, the only thing about it, I'm gonna have to edit out when I make the purchases, when I shoot the video. I'm gonna have to come back, clip it out, because I don't want y'all to see what I get, because that's for my basic members, right? Basic members get to see the behind the scenes video of that, because they paying members, huh? They're members and they paying, so they deserve the right to see that. But guys, guess what? You too can be members. You too can be members of the basement. You know how you be members? Well, let me help you out. I'm going to drop the link in here for you guys to become basement members. And you can see the behind the scenes, and you can see the stuff that I bought while I was at the con this past weekend. Right there. You see them links to become basement members? Go hit them links. Sign up to be a member. It's not much. $1 a month. Let me stop, because every time I say that, I bring up our folks over in Africa for 15 cents a month. You can feed a family. And this is crazy. I need to stop doing this shit. But now it's about the same price. Back then compared to now. I'm just saying. But look here, let me say this. I need to start doing that. And I need to make that investment, so I can be more hand-free and do what I need to do. That's what I need to do. So there you go. Because I could go. He said I might as well join instead of looking through the window. I know that's right. Shout out to the brother. I could go and just put the stuff in my vehicle and then come back and do a video. I could do that. But I could get them glasses. I'm going to figure it out. I've been talking about getting glasses anyway, so it might be the thing to do. Birthday's coming up. Now, my birthday, my wife's talking about making an investment in a house, doing something else. I think we're going to go and do something else. I like something else a little bit better, because then everybody could benefit from it, right? It ain't going to just be me benefit, but it'll be the household gets the benefit. So I think we're going to go with that. But I may look at it. Hey guys, you know who's going to know for sure? My basement members. They going to know. You guys who are non-members will find out after the fact. But the basement members, they're going to be the first to know. I promise you that. You know why? Because they're paying members. But you also got the opportunity. As you see, I dropped the membership link. Hit that link. Become a member. I greatly appreciate it. I'm just saying. With that being said, I need for you guys to hit that like button. I'm here. I'm rocking with you. I appreciate you rocking with me. But I need to hit that like button so I can get myself further out in the algorithm. And other people who love sports, love talking sports, love being over here, want to hang out, talk sports with me, we can do that. We can do that. But hit that like button. Push the goddamn button. You're goddamn right. Push the goddamn button. But guys, look, let me say this. When Connecticut was making that run, they went on a 7-0 run in the second half. I'm trying to figure out why John Snyder didn't call timeout. His second year role, he blows a double-digit lead. You can't do that, or you end up like Hubert Davis, unemployed. We don't care you're alumni. We don't care about all that. You can be fired. And one of the hardest things is to follow a Hall of Fame type coach. Because that's what you did. You weren't no buffer in between. It's tough. Just like Hubert Davis. He followed Roy Williams. Hall of Fame type coach. You can't follow that and then expect, some leeway. I get some understanding. That's not going. When you follow Coach K, the guy who's won the most titles in Duke history, and you're going to be the next coach, yeah, you need some buffer. And it wasn't none. That wasn't the case. And so now their expectations are way up there, and you only getting to right there. That ain't going to cut it. You have no title. 4 seasons in, you have no title. You have the number one class 3 out of the past 4 years and no title. You got 1 Final Four appearance, but no title. Yeah, the fan base is gonna start looking at you sideways. They're not gonna be feeling you. They're not gonna go for that. Shout out to Hall and Oates. They not. The brother said, true story. When that game ended yesterday, I told my beautiful wife. That's what he meant to put. But he didn't say that. But that's what he meant. I know it's hard. Even though I don't know him personally. But I can imagine him saying that. I told my beautiful wife I get to talk cash money all weekend, waiting for Hank to go live. I know that's right, big brother. We here live in goddamn Diary. Let the trash talking begin. I'm just saying. But let me say this. You fall on a Hall of Fame coach, you're not producing, you're going to get axed. He made a statement, I feel bad for Hubert Davis. I bet you do, because you know you're about to be next. If you look, let me tell you this. You got 1 more season. And if you don't get a different result, you ain't going to make it. Now, that different result may be another Final Four for Snyder. I don't know. But you got to do something. You got to do something. Because you making the Elite Eight, blowing twice, blowing the lead, that ain't going to cut it. That ain't going to cut it all, bro. You're not going to make it in the college game if you don't make a serious run like you did. You know what I'm saying? You're not going to do that. That's not how it's going to go down. Fan base is not going to accept that. They want results. You can't get these number 1 classes, number 1 players in the class. Preseason number 1s, and you coming out 1 Final Four, 2 Elite Eight losses, no title. That's not going to sit well with the fan base. They're going to look at you sideways. So now you got to figure it out real fast and in a hurry on what's the next move. What we're going to do in order to get this thing back in order. We know we can get number 1 players. You got shit. Got number one class coming in next year. But what about the results? And that's cutting down the championship game nets. Not going to Final Four nets. They looking for that championship nets. They want that different type banner. They don't want to keep hanging these Final Four banners. That's nice. It's cool. That's okay. But we want to cut down these championship banners. And let me say this. It doesn't help when a newly anointed blue blood in UConn has more titles than you. That's not going to sit well. It's not. It's I'm just saying it's not. You got to be able to produce. Duke has, let me see what it end up being right now. Mm. 5 titles. That's where they sit right now. One of them won't cut. No, hell no. Look, we having that issue down there in Kentucky with John Calipari. Getting too many one and dones, not getting it done. And that didn't sit with our fan base. And we was willing to run him out. Not willing to run him out. We basically did. They was turning the page on him. And I know you're alumni. They probably gonna give you another year. You're gonna get off years of your contract, but then that's it. But then that's it. Then we got to make a change. You get 5 titles down at Duke. Now let's look up UConn. The crazy thing, they pull up the women's. The way I looked at every time, the women's the first thing that came up on Google. I know that's right. They winners, baby. Now we talk about the men now. We talk about the men. Oh, we talk about the men. They got 6. You can't let a newly blue blood come up and have more titles than you. It's not going to sit well. It's not going to sit well. Now, let's go to their rival. 6. Carolina got 6. Connecticut got 6. That ain't gonna sit well with them. Kentucky has 8. It's not gonna sit well with them, man. And it's not. It's not going to sit well with them. The fan base is not going to be okay with that. Chuck said, hold on. You mean 7? You calling it now? Or is that your prediction? No, they got 6. Currently, right now, before any games played, they got 6 titles. Connecticut does. That's what they got. And let me double check. I mean, I could misread it. Don't get me wrong. Yeah, it's 6. Matter of fact, they undefeated in the national championship game. I know that's right. They won in 2000. They won in 99. They won in 2004, 2011, 2014, 2023, 2024. So that's 6. Unless you call it to this year title number 7. Is that what we're doing? UCLA has 11. They have the most. Now you all good, bro. We human. It is what it is. We all gonna make some mistakes. Shit, I've made about 2 or 3 mistakes already. I'm sure. You fact check me, you'll see a bunch of red marks on my goddamn paper. I'm just saying. But as far as Duke, you can't. This ain't gonna sit well with the alumni. This ain't gonna sit well with the fan base. This ain't gonna sit well with the school. You watch the other teams come up. You got Michigan in there. You got Arizona. You got Illinois. So you got these guys who are out there producing, doing what they need to do. They want the same type of results. And the crazy thing about it, all of these teams have had some level of controversy with them. Some sort of level of controversy. You had the Michigan, of course, we had the Fab Five, the people who was in trouble with the NCAA, with point shaving scandals with them. Illinois had their issues. Y'all remember Arizona with Sean Miller? He had his issues. We all know Connecticut's been having issues with Calhoun and some with Hurley or with his antics with the officials. So you can't use that, Duke fans, as excuse for y'all with the controversy of Mike Krzyzewski and him retiring and not really having a Rooney Rule job opening. and them just gifting his assistant the job. That happens. You still got to step up your game. Illinois got a pro Euro team, but it is what it is. Yeah, they got 3 foreigners on that starting lineup, man. But them boys are balling. They balled in that Big Ten title game, man, against Purdue. It was a good game. But Purdue was just a better team that day. Purdue was just a better team that day. But you see the potential that they had. And I like that coach down at Illinois. They had one of our old assistant coaches who used to coach under Calipari. He was Illinois after he left Kentucky. Let me tell you a story behind that, because he left and went to Illinois, came back to Kentucky. And then once he left, Calipari left, he went back to Illinois and just remained there. Joker said he headbutt the ref. I rock with it. Oh, no, they're not an easy win at all, for sure. But I was watching Purdue, man. I felt like I was watching 1965 basketball. I ain't trying to say that. I'm just saying. Felt like I was watching 1965 basketball. God damn. Yeah, before integration. That's what it looked like when I was watching Purdue. God damn. Oh, man. Shout out to 1965 basketball. But no, they're not easy out. That's a fact. They're going to give you everything they got. Everything they got. But as far as Duke, they got to make some adjustments. And that a game like that will leave a bad taste in your mouth. You know, that's just, I'm not gonna say it's just bad, but it's close. As a number 1 seed lose to a 6. It never happened before but one time. And that was Virginia. That's the type of taste that's going to be left in your mouth, man, after a situation like that. Now, the thing about it with Virginia, that following season, they came back and won a title. Is that what Duke going to do? Is Duke going to be able to galvanize whatever team they have left and come together and make a run like that and win a title? I don't know. But it's going to take a run like that to have the fan base to remain on Snyder's side, even though he's an alumni, even though he's won a title for Duke as a player. But as a coach, hasn't won shit. Hasn't won shit. And again, it's not going to sit well for the fan base. Like I said, I don't like Duke. I can care less, but I hope they lose every goddamn game. But for my guys who are Duke fans, I feel bad for you guys because they ain't gonna cut it, man. That ain't gonna cut it at all. And if I was in y'all shoes, I would definitely be pissed. I would definitely be hot. And like, what the hell is going on here? Guys ain't playing going long tonight because I wanted to watch the ladies play tonight. But I don't know if I'm going to end up watching because it's getting worse. I hope the same result don't happen to Michigan when they play against Illinois. Currently, right now, halftime, 34-21. Now, in the men's, that didn't matter. Women's, well, that's a little bit different. Because when the women play, they put their foot on your neck. You ain't coming back like that. When they put their foot on your neck, they put your foot on your neck. You ain't coming back like that. And with the women, the men, you got a chance. The women, no. They putting boot to ass. Hold on, man. Come up. Chucky, man, you cold-blooded, brother. Rick James. I'm talking about Rick James down cold-blooded. He said, Steph Curry and his brother Duke gonna be at the same place next year. God damn, that's some nasty work. He said, if the younger Boozer comes back next year, he's gonna get good money. You talking about the college money because they ain't talking about no NBA money. Let me say this about my outing at the Lexicon. The Lexington Fest, that I was able to find some nice stuff, nice things. I was able to bring home some good stuff, and my wife logged it in on my spreadsheet. Make sure y'all hit the like button, like my wife said, my beautiful wife said.
Push the goddamn button.
Push the goddamn button. I know that's right. Let me say this: it was a good outing. I'm getting all tongue tied. Let's see, I'll be making mistakes. Let me pull up the video for those who didn't see it. Let me pull up the video for those who didn't see it. So went to Lexicon. There's the video, and in case y'all didn't see it, it's on my channel, so y'all make sure y'all check it out. I went there. I had a good time. Stand in line to get my badge. Let me get my badge out so y'all can see my badge that I got this year. There we are. So I got for Friday only. A lot of guys and gals are dressed up as characters. They into that. They have a whole contest, matter of fact. So you got to do that. The only thing I hated was at the same time as the one in Chicago. Chicago's the second biggest one. Let me say that. Chicago has the second biggest one, of course, the San Diego one. Now that's on my bucket list. The San Diego one is the one I would love to go to. I haven't had the opportunity to go to, and that I want to go to. Right? That's the second biggest one. The one in San Diego. We're going to work on that, baby. But the one in Chicago is the one that I need to go to next. The only thing about it, it got pushed back to the later date. Thank you, big brother. Oh, man. I think a couple years ago, I did that photo shoot. 2 years ago? I think 2 or 3 years ago, I did that photo shoot. Yeah, I think it's 3 years ago because the Black Jockey Club was still open then. So it was 3 years ago. But the one in Chicago is the one I want to go to next. That's the second biggest one, Comic-Con that they have. Like, of course, I said to San Diego. But unfortunately, I couldn't go this year because it's just same time, same. I said, I'm going to go to the closer one. And then I'm going to want to stay the night up there, spend the night, spend the weekend. And, we still got baby girl. We got to make sure baby girl's good and taken care of. So we couldn't do that. So this time next year, we can make that trip. Stay the night, make a weekend out of it. You know what I'm saying? Enjoy the city of Chicago. The last time my wife and I got to go to Chicago, my son had an AAU tournament game up there. So we got to go there. You know what I'm saying? So we had a fun time. But I need to get up there because I hear a whole lot about it. Even the people, the shop, the one shop that I really do a lot of business with down here, they always talk highly of it. And they was talking about doing both, but unfortunately, they was having it around the same time. So they couldn't do both. So they had to make a decision. Just like I had to make a decision. And I chose to go to one closer. I could go up there. It's about an hour and a half for me. Let's see, about an hour and a half drive away from me. So I made that drive, had a good time, had a lot of great things, found a lot of stuff. Found one of the items that I've been looking for a minute and got it for, a reasonable price. So was able to get a couple other things, and I will show you. Y'all will get to see the opportunity to see that soon. Got to order a stand for it to hang it up. I need to do that, but y'all will get to see it soon. Like I said, got a couple other things that I've been looking for that I was able to find. And when I see what I want, I walk around, pray and hope nobody else picks it up, and try to find it and price it. See if other places got it cheaper. And so couldn't find this item that I was looking for at a cheap rate. Even try to wheel and deal with them. I tell you, I'm back. You know what I'm here for. Try to get him to knock a little bit off of. He didn't want to budge. He said, "Man, we only had it for 3 days. It's a brand new item. Just got it." But I understand. So I went ahead and paid the regular price for it. It is what it is. With no negotiation. But like I said, I got a few good things. Pretty much looked at damn near every booth that they had in the place. I didn't see nobody there. Well, let me say that. The one guy I did see there that I wouldn't mind having a signature from, he wasn't there at the time I was there. I guess he was on break. I know this. Let me say this. They starting to get more and more wrestling action figures. I noticed more and more people specialize in them. I have 2 action figures as wrestlers, and that's Hulk and Animal, and that's the Road Warriors. That's the only 2 I have. Well, let me take that back. I do have Mr. T back there, but that's when he was tag teaming with Hulk Hogan. So those are the only 3 I got. And I like past tense. I like wrestling. I just stopped getting into it. I shared the story before. But I noticed how more and more the shows are starting to have more and more wrestlers. And also not only just wrestlers, but people from the wrestling community up there to sign autographs. They had OVC, Ohio Valley Wrestling. And I told you about the whole Ohio Valley Wrestling. It's like a farm league for the WWE. So you had some of them guys up there signing autographs, posters, and signing pictures and all that good stuff. Ricky the Dragon Steamboat. Y'all remember Ricky the Dragon Steamboat? He was there. Jerry the King Lawler was there. So those are the other two wrestlers that was there that I remember. The other ones like from OVC, I don't really know none of them. But had a good time. Seen a lot of nice stuff. But with that being said, let me go and show y'all this video. Kind of a little bit of idea for those who may have missed it, didn't see my standalone video. Shame on you. Shame on you. Here's the opportunity to see it now. Yeah. Over here, folks. Let me say these. Let me say this. Some of them people are different. Them people are different. God damn. You know how you go someplace you just feel like you out of place? That's what happens when I go to some of these cons. I just feel so out of place. I'm like, man, I've seen these guys before. These guys I looked over, looked around, didn't see like they didn't exist. These are the same guys. I'm just saying that's Jesus Christ. They just different. I'm gonna just leave it there. Shout out to people who are different. Oh shit. Nice. Like that walk. All over. Okay. Yeah, focus. Look at this thing. Boy, my grandbaby ain't gonna have nothing to do with me. She is. It's okay. It's nice. Jesus Christ. So, guys, did y'all seen that? You seen that Pennywise right there? Thing was nice. $700. $700. That's what it was. That's what it was going for. 700. Then of course you seen that Saw doll. I didn't like that thing. Look, I didn't like that thing. That thing was just all right. I mean, it wasn't nothing to write home about. But they had a lot of great stuff in there, man. A lot of great stuff. Definitely looking forward to going to more, especially this up and coming season. Because, like I said, we're gonna be empty nesters pretty much. You know, we're gonna pretty much be empty nesters. The kids gonna be off to school, off to college. You know what I'm saying? So we're gonna have more and more time. We can stay out and overnight trips and weekends because we ain't got to worry about coming home, get the kid. Nothing like that. We ain't got to worry about that. And then baby girl, she's going to be gone for summer break anyway. So that won't be an issue for us. So now we're going to be on the road doing what we do. So this weekend, be at another outing in Indianapolis. So baby girl has a flag football tournament up there that they're playing in. So we might make a pit stop at the Toy Pit. Now, if y'all don't know about the Toy Pit is a nice one of the big collectible stores, one of the biggest ones, probably the biggest one in Indianapolis. Second one is the one in Kokomo, but I say Indianapolis, Indiana. I'm sorry, it's the biggest one in Indiana, the Toy Pit, and the second biggest one is in Kokomo, Indiana. But on the way up, we probably gonna have to make a pit stop at the Toy Pit. So I'll probably shoot some footage then, get some footage from there, going into the Toy Pit and see what they got. I ain't been up there. It's been about a year. I want to say about a year. We was gonna go up there a couple weeks ago. That didn't work out for us, but that's okay. It's life, right? It happens. It happens. So we're gonna go up there this Saturday and check out, see what we can see. Hopefully, I'll find some goodies, some stuff that I'm still looking for. You know what I'm saying? Can't wait for that. Can't wait to share that with you guys, especially you guys who are members. Especially you guys who are members. And if you ain't a member, shame on you. I'm gonna give you another opportunity. Hit that membership link and become a member. There you go. Right there is an opportunity to become a member. Shout out to you. But guys, with that being said, I need for you guys to hit that goddamn like button. I appreciate every last one of y'all being here, but hit that like button.
Push the goddamn button.
If you're watching on replay, hit the goddamn button.
Push the goddamn button.
If you're live and direct with me right now, hit the goddamn button.
Push the goddamn button.
If you feel a need not to hit the button, shame on you.
Lord Jesus.
But I need for you to hit that goddamn button.
Push the goddamn button.
With that being said, I appreciate every last one of you guys being here. I promise you I do. With that being said, I will catch you beautiful people. You beautiful people. All you beautiful people. On the next one. Right on.